Doug wrote a program that let his chat play D&D with him and then made all the code public. And not looking to disgrace him, I spent a week learning how it worked to try and run a game of my own. I know I do a whole lot of yapping on this channel about Doug's games and how they could be better, but truth is, there's always room for improvement, and me overanalyzing his games has always just been for fun. But what if we didn't roll that way and I had to put my money where my mouth was? Could I run a game that improved on all the constructive heat I was throwing at Doug's? It's only fair that I make this video and let you all be the judges of that. Now, the hardest thing to balance when hosting games like this are what Twitch chat is allowed to do during them. It's chat plays D&D after all. Twitch chat are the players and I'm the dungeon master. Using normal D&D rules wouldn't cut it because they're way too difficult for chat to understand, so dumbing everything down is basically required. So how did we do it? Well, I'll let the character introductions do all the explaining for me. Gwen is the cleric. Her first ability, Bless, lets her say a word to enhance an item she's holding. Like saying the word flaming will put it on fire, spiky will add spikes, and sticky makes it, Spirit minion lets her conjure up a minion that looks like anything she wants to do her bidding. Prayer lets her pray to the gods to intervene in any way she likes, and her ward spell surrounds an ally with an indestructible force field that prevents all damage for a single round. Silver's the bard. Doug's bard was nearly already perfect, so we only made a few touch-ups to their abilities. Mockery lets Silver fire out sick burns and insults to deal damage without lifting a finger. Flirt can get enemies to do stuff for you out of the kindness of their hearts. Provoke does the exact opposite and makes enemies try to attack or run away. And Inspire lets Silver make anyone else's next dice roll immediately change to a natural 20. Then finally, we have Desmond the Warlock. His Eldritch Push spell is all about pushing and pulling his targets around the field. Chaos is basically Minecraft creative mode and lets him conjure up anything at the cost of me screwing with it if he fails the dice roll. Teleport was just a simple teleport, pretty useful in a pinch. And Conjure Monster let Desmond drop down a rampaging monster that would attack everything around it. With Gwen being the risk-adverse, overthinking nerd, Silver is the exaggerated wild card, and Desmond as the group's pessimistic babysitter, we finally began and set the scene. Our heroes by the name of Silver, Gwen, and Desmond.
I would like to punch Silver.
We haven't started yet. You can punch Silver in a second, okay? But the three of you chose to head down to the carnival. You've all traveled to the carnival to enjoy some time. Maybe get on some coasters. Maybe head up to Disneyland Castle and enter your private suite. As you approach the gates of Disneyland World, a man can be seen standing next to the ticket booth. He holds his hands wide up, throws his cane into the air, catches it again, and gives you a grand old smile. Ho ho ho! Welcome to Disneyland! I suppose it is three of you here, yes? We have just enough tickets to allow you all in. And with that, he kind of rummages inside of his ticket booth, prints out 3 little tickets for you, and holds them up in the air. What would you like to do?
I go to buy a ticket.
Take the tickets, yeah.
I go to the ticket booth and ask if they offer inside gluten-free popcorn.
The guy standing there offers Gwen and Desmond the tickets. Squints at Silver when they ask that. Maybe, I have no clue. I've never been inside the carnival in years. Who knows? If you travel around and you find some food stalls, maybe they'll have some gluten-free popcorn. Yes, we definitely cater to that in medieval Disneyland.
Damn, so you just stay out here all the time?
The carny kind of sighs. Well, every once in a while I get to operate some of the carnival rides, but I haven't been allowed to do that in so long. You see, I got demoted recently, and now I'm just out here.
Wait, why don't you have any eyes?
I do have eyes. They're just really big and white, okay? Don't make fun of them. But yeah, he hands you all the tickets, and he's just gonna be chilling here. You're all free to enter, but before you're able to enter, something seems to happen. As the clouds begin to roll in, darkening, coalescing over the sky, and suddenly, boom! A bunch of rain starts falling from the sky, covering the entire area with a thick torrent of rain.
Is it that time of the month?
What do you mean? The raining time of the month? As the rain starts drizzling down, and suddenly, lightning strikes, boom! Crashing down.
Damn, why it's stormy all of a sudden.
Yeah, who knows, really? We have no clue right now. Fire engulfs the castle, surrounding it like a barrier, reaching 50 feet into the sky, okay? For some reason, the fire doesn't go out to the rain, almost as if they're in cahoots with each other. Who knows? Maybe they're related. The carnival guy kind of is like, what is happening? Oh no, this is dreadful. Heroes, please figure out what's going on. There must be a reason for all of this.
Yeah, I want to go on the rides, yeah.
Are you sure something is wrong? Aren't amusement park fires natural?
No, they're not naturally. That's only in the fantasy amusement parks where there is no restrictions or guidelines on any of the buildings, which is definitely this one. But this fire is not natural, especially considering the rain falling from the sky. This is the opposite of natural, actually.
I use prayer.
Gwen, you can use a prayer, but what would you want to pray for?
Oh, sweet God from above, help us save this Carnival.
I will say this is a really impactful prayer that you're trying to make right now. Oh! Natural 1 as thunder begins to crash. Boom, boom. More fire seems to be spreading everywhere. The Ticketmaster goes over to you, Silver. You have to go and defend this place. My job is on the line here. I'll put a word out for you. If you're able to save the carnival, we could work out something where you can get free tickets for life. Consider these ones a token of my gratitude. All right, and with that, chat, you might have your motivations for continuing onto this journey. There's the pathway that leads straight into the carnival. It's all on the coast side, so a lot of the rides seem like they're kind of floating over the water, which is pretty cool to say the least. And you take the stone path to the rides. But as you do, a figure can be seen flying overhead. Kind of dark due to the rain clouds covering a bit of their image. However, it's made very clear. You see him in the flesh, the Joker, as he flies overhead. A beautiful, beautiful, stellar princess outfit. As he flies overhead, he laughs. Disneyland is mine. I will be the only pretty princess that lays waste to these lands.
No, we live in a society now.
You fools are too late to stop me. I've already converted all of the mascots in the carnival to my control. There's no way you'll be getting past them, let alone into the castle where I alone will rule. Good luck if you can. And with that, Joker flies and enters the interior of the castle.
I tell the ticket booth guy to fight for us.
Gwen, you go up to the booth guy and say, ticket booth guy,
faster than
please
Howard."
join us on the quest or help fight. The guy's like, I need to get all my stuff set up, but I'll be there in a moment. Just you wait. We'll have to see about getting you into the castle. I don't have fighting power, but I might be able to manipulate the coasters to give us a fighting chance. And with that, let's move on to a new scene.
I walk ahead to try and find cotton candy.
And cotton candy you might be able to find, because all of you begin to move and make your way into the main area of the carnival. There you can see, sprawled throughout this entire carnival scene, tracks just looming above you, their shadows piercing down onto the floor. Tons of carts, presumably having once been on these tracks, having flown off their rails, crash landing into the wood of the pier, leaving massive holes open straight into the beach side. As you all make your way in, it's apparent that what Joker said was true. The mascots who once sprawled throughout this area may continue to be lurking around, but right now, it seems like his magic hadn't just affected the flames around the castle or the magical rain, but rather the devices of the theme park themselves. From the sky, in this rough area, you can see a cart. Well, you can hear it first, but then you can see it fly off the rails of one of the tracks and then crash land into the ground. But this cart doesn't seem to be like any of the others that are around this area. Boom! A strange monster. This cart has a mouth and giant eyes pulsing out of its face. The front of its cart-like body seems to clamp up and down violently, like a weird wind-up contraption as it lands onto the ground, violently moving left and right as it shifts its body looking towards the group. But also on the other side, this carousel begins to spin violently, rapping over and over again until eventually one of the horses breaks free. Boom! Revealing this horse to break off and neigh as it begins to spiral consistently, even off of this carousel, towards the group, as if all these things have been awoken by your presence. Desmond first, what did you want to do?
Hell, I will use chaos to conjure a big gate that will appear between us and enemy.
Boom. Let's make this a DC 7. Desmond, you try and spawn up the gate. However, there is a major issue with it, and that's that the gate is currently wide open.
Just as I like it.
Just as you like it? This is not what you intended. I am positive that is not what you wanted.
I bless Silver with the most attractive voice one could imagine.
You go ahead and bless Silver's vocal cords, enhancing them to be even more effective, making their voices boom, being audible from a much longer distance. Silver, the next time you use any of your vocal abilities, they will have twice the range, okay?
I walk up to the demon cart and say,
You know all your best friends. They don't consider you a best friend also.
Okay, the cart kind of thinks about that for a second. It doesn't seem all that there right now, but it starts to wonder if it even has any friends. So this isn't the most effective thing. It's realizing it doesn't have any friends more than the fact that its best friend doesn't consider it one. So you've kind of inadvertently reminded it of how lonely it is. I'm gonna go ahead and let that work on a DC 12. Okay, roll. Oh god, 8. This is too much to think about for this cart. This doesn't seem to have been very effective. With that, the cart begins to rev up its wheels, kind of spinning in place as it curves from side to side. But it seems like it's ramping up speed. It stays exactly where it is for right now, though. Meanwhile, the horse begins to continue its spiral motions as it floats, glistening towards Desmond's direction. As it moves here, it doesn't seem like the horse was able to gather up enough momentum as it kind of spins in a circle around itself. It moves towards Desmond and gives him a very weak kick as it continues its spiraling momentum. Let me go ahead and roll that real quick. 17. Even though the horse is kind of not in the greatest position to attack right now, it seems like it would rather finish a complete spin before going for a kick like that. It's still able to hit you, Desmond, with one of its back hoofs while you're not paying attention, striking you in the upper head because you're kind of short and bopping you for 1 point of damage. Gwen, what are you up to?
I pray for the already damaged wood to weaken below the cart.
Oh, okay. I see it.
That way it collapses into the water.
You begin your prayer. Magic begins to resonate around the wood below the cart. It's already damaged. This is a smart idea. 8 or higher, and this will succeed. 11. All right. Wood begins to fracture and break, not because it's just gonna magically happen, but because another cart comes flying off the tracks and crashes down alongside this cart, finishing the destruction on the wood next to it, breaking a little chunk off the ground here. As it catches the back wheels of the cart, the cart's trying to spin, gather momentum, move forward, but it can't because its wheels are now kind of veering off into the broken dockside, I guess. Silver, you're up.
Can I run to the cart and help its already wounded mind? Saving it for information.
You want to help the cart and save it for information? Are you trying to befriend the cart? Wait, so are you going to go up to it and pull it out of the hole that Gwen just broke? Is that your plan?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, you motion towards the cart and you're like, hey cart, you're about to fall into the water. I'm gonna help you out. In order to even help the cart where you're currently standing, you have to motion straight next to its massive clamping jaws, all right? Go ahead and roll a persuasion check. This is gonna be a DC 13. You try and move your hands over to the cart. It continues to chomp. It's violent. It just finished falling out of the sky. It's slowly falling into the water. It's slowly careening down there. And now you're trying to get your hands dirty, touching the front of its coaster. It is not having this. It's violently moving like, grr, no, never, we're not doing this. It finally starts talking like, grr, once I get enough movement speed, you're toast. Grr, get your hands off me.
I'll name the cart Carteract.
Sure, I guess. Desmond, the carousel horse is right here. It seems to be trying to spin. Its spinning arc is getting wider and wider as it moves towards you. But regardless, you're next to the stalls. What would you like to do?
I will try to kick horseback, hopefully knock him in the hole.
Desmond, you begin to conjure up a crackling purple blast in your hands and then beam it towards the horse as it spins in a kind of predictable movement.
With leg.
With your leg? Okay, so you're getting your foot and you're kicking. As you kick, the magical energy crackles out from the bottom of your boot then, I guess. Which I guess is even cooler. Bam! Damn. Okay, go ahead and roll. The horse is moving in a pretty predictable fashion. So I'm gonna give this a DC 10 roll. Guys, why can't you roll any higher? God. The horse back kicks your own kick, Desmond. Both of your legs crack between each other. Powerful energy just bursts around you as the horse is unfazed by the shot. The cart begins to try and get itself out. It's kind of struggling to do so. However, it's already kind of built up speed from chilling on its last turn, so it uses the force that it's kind of gathered from its front wheels to try and pull itself out. It will have disadvantage on doing so, but if it succeeds, it is going to be careening down straight ahead. Let's go ahead and see what it rolls. 15. I will be giving it disadvantage though. Ooh! As you can see, not rigged, as the cart itself is hampered by the dice rolls, which are completely decided by fate, by the way. The cart actually accidentally kind of gets disturbed by Silver making their way forward, and the cart's like, no, get away from me, get away! And rather than moving forward with its wheels, it's actually going to spin backwards as it tips and falls into the water. No! And it falls straight into the water.
No, Carterax.
Enter Titanic theme here.
Desmond, the horse begins to continue its spiraling motion. However, you see what it's trying to do. With all of its movement speed, spinning entirely around you, moving at an incredibly fast speed. As it spins, it does a full circle around you and gained enough speed to careen straight into you with full force, slamming. The horse has advantage due to having this set up. 2, but advantage. 11. The horse is going to be hitting as it strikes directly into you, knocking you prone with the speed that it's garnered. Kick, losing another heart of health. Desmond is the only one getting bullied right now, guys. Do something to help this man. My God.
Rip Desmond.
It seems like another card is about to fall from the sky. Right here, chat. It seems to be collapsing as we speak. Gwen, you're up. What would you like to do?
I want to move and bless Desmond's shirt to be tougher. I want to increase his AC, hopefully.
Oh, cool. All right. It'll be a temporary buff, but you can definitely do that. Gwen, you motion over to Desmond and you bless his shirt. It begins to glow a violent red glow, completely destroying the color composition of his outfit.
No, I don't look beautiful anymore.
But it does bless him with a +5 bonus to his armor class, at least until the end of the next turn. Silver, what do you want to do while I change Desmond's color?
Save Carterax.
Bruh.
Bro is like in the middle of slowly falling into the water. How are you going to save him? Are you gonna like reach your hand out and grab his mouth? That's the quickest thing that I can come up with, but is that what you want to do?
I will grab him.
Okay. Silver, you reach your hand out. Carterax, grab my hand! I'm gonna need you to roll persuasion. Although, I will say you have advantage because now it's kind of obvious. Carterax is currently drowning. You could leave him to die. Like, it's obvious that he's been bested. Persuasion, and I'll give you advantage. 14, okay, but advantage would make that a 18. Okay, solid work. Your hand goes down, and Carterax, I guess, could easily grab it and like bite at your hand, but instead he gently like motions his spiked cart exterior to go around your hand, allowing you to pull him up. Okay, I'm gonna need a strength roll now. This guy is huge, so you will need some power behind this grip. 16, I'll say it's enough, and you pull him out. Why did you do that? I don't understand.
Carterax, since you have no friends, I will be your friend.
It seems the cart's incredibly confused. It's just chilling here right now, trying to understand what just happened. But good work, Silver, I suppose. Desmond, you're up.
I teleport with Gwen.
Okay, you can only do it with yourself. So Desmond, you can teleport yourself somewhere. If you still want to do so, where do you want to go?
Wait, oops, read it wrong. He'll teleport right above the gate.
Okay. You're kind of done with this. This is kind of stupid. Also, to get up from being prone pretty quickly, Desmond, you crackle lightning around you. It strikes you, and suddenly you disappear like a flash of lightning, reappearing above the gate. As you do so, you see the cart from above the air careening down and boom, crash landed, exploding in this area, revealing 2 zombies. Whoever were on these rides before, they're long gone. The explosion crashed down and warped their minds, converting them into minions of Princess Joker.
That's not good.
The zombies are currently prone. They seem a little bit stuck inside of the carts, but they are crawling out. They have spirit and bloodlust in their eyes. They're strange, disturbing eyes. Not only that, but the crash was in the radius of most of the gate. Desmond, I'm gonna need you to roll a dex save. It's going to be DC 10. 17, you're fine. You were able to jump off and land to safety. The gate is just destroyed. But the zombies seem to be crawling out of the cart, getting back up, trying to motion their way back up on their feet. But they haven't done so yet. They seem kind of vulnerable in this state right now, but you never know. Finally, this carousel horse is spinning violently around Gwen. It seemed to have enough movement speed to get a quick start. It spins incredibly quickly and rushes down, striking into Gwen. Oh, natural 20, Gwen. You're dead. This is going to hurt. As the horse lunges, striking, bam.
Rip Gwen.
Gwen, you careen off, blasted back, striking into a vendor stall filled to the brim with medieval javelins for sale. They were just props, or at least they were just supposed to be props. But for some reason, whoever was selling them was selling real medieval javelins as gifts in the gift shop. Gwen, I'm going to need you to roll me a dex save to avoid being absolutely impaled by these things. Oh, okay, that is not happening either. Gwen, you are drastically impaled by all of these spears. You're taking 2 hearts of damage.
This breaks all OSHA guidelines.
There are no OSHA guidelines in war, okay? Gwen, you are prone, impaled by spears. And it seems like this horse is gathering up some more momentum to spiral towards you again. What do you want to do?
I pay to get cart racks to slam into the horse.
You pay or do you pray? Okay. The cart's not completely opposed to doing that, but its friends were the coaster attractions. So he's kind of conflicted to do any form of violence at all anymore. Let's make this a DC 13. Boom. Natural 20! Okay, the cart, its mind begins to warp. It starts looking around. Its eyes widen.
Oh, finally I understand. The people of this place, they were using me for their own devious usages. I'll help you all out.
As the cart begins to gather up speed, it seems like it's going to veer straight towards the horse next turn, if this is still an issue. But Gwen, it seems like you've got that set up. Problem is, Carterax, I guess is what we're calling it, needs a little bit of time to gather up momentum. So the horse isn't going to be immediately dealt with right now, but hopefully there's a plan before it comes down to finish you off. Silver, what are you doing?
I cast Flirt on the left zombie. I love the way your flesh falls off your cheek. Take your partner and go to my home. Here's my address.
Interesting. The zombie is not too sure why you want to bring the other zombie along with, as if this is going to be like a trio type operation at your house later. Kind of confusing there.
I like somebody to watch.
Oh. Well, you're very straightforward with it, and the zombie seems a little confused. Maybe a glimpse of its lustful sense of humanity might still be lingering inside. Let's make this a DC 12. Boom. 11. The zombies are too hurt. They're too beaten. They just finished exploding down to the ground, and now you're trying to convince them that getting a little crazy in your house is a good idea. The zombies seem pretty adamant on eating you all, and nothing else. Desmond, you're up. Oh, I will also say there's another card falling from the sky.
Can I use Eldritch Push on the zombies?
Okay, you can only use it on one, so I'll say you're using it on the closest one. Towards Carterax. Okay, Eldritch Push. Blasting out towards one of the zombies. They've just recently gotten up, so this is going to be a DC 10. Not the hardest check in the world. 11. Okay. The electricity grapples him, grabbing him, wrapping around the zombie's chest, and you fling him closer to Carterax.
Carterax is my adopted child now. I've already started saving for college.
This zombie's already right next to Silver, so it's going to lurch out with its zombie hand.
I never got to enjoy the rest of the carnival rides. It's all your fault!
And it swipes. Going for a hit? 17 is a hit, and it grabs Silver by the throat and starts crushing down. Silver, you're able to break away quickly, but that kind of hurt. You take 1 damage. The zombie also comes by, kind of flanking.
I regret my whole life.
Going for your legs as it kind of topples over, grabs and tries to tip you down, causing you to fall into the water. Let's see. Natural 20! As the zombie trips you, and Silver, you fall and you plummet into the water.
Tell my 5 girlfriends I love them.
Carterax turns like,
No! Now you're falling into the water. I can't help you though. I don't have arms.
the horse moves towards Gwen. It doesn't have enough movement speed in order to spiral around Gwen again, but it does move where it can and attempts to very sluggishly kick her with its back hooves. 9. Ooh. The horse misses, back kicking into the cart of spears. More of them begin to fall. For the most part, Gwen was able to somehow evade it. However, luck would have it that another cart comes careening down, exploding in this area. The horse here was barely even paying attention. The horse is gonna roll to avoid it with disadvantage. 2. That's a potential to get even worse, but it's not looking good. Oh, and that one. This horse thought that whatever was falling from the sky was like an enemy and it got ready for it. It moves directly into the way of the cart, ready to strike it like, come at me. The cart strikes down, crashing straight into the horse and blasting it into smithereens. The other cart comes crashing down as well. It breaks into the carousel ride. Desmond, you were just narrowly able to avoid it due to being outside the radius. Nothing else happens there. Meanwhile, Carterax finishes revving up and zooms downwards, crashing into the stalls here and the other carts, striking down this zombie in particular. 16? The zombie is dead. Bro is out of here. Gwen, what would you like to do?
Grabs another spear and tries to throw it at the other zombie.
Ooh, okay. Solid plan. You take it and you throw it. Dice roll. 12. The zombie's not watching. He's kind of just shambling. The spear goes, phew, strikes the zombie straight in the chest. It groans and dies. Blood everywhere as the zombie crumbles to the ground. Things seem to be quieting down as no other carts are falling from the sky. The cart that Silver had graciously saved seems more interested in helping you out than anyone else. It seems like you opened the pathway for the Ticketmaster to appear. Oh, nice work, everyone. You cleared the path. Now we can go ahead and make our way.
Ticketmaster, give me a kiss.
Oh, thank you. There's a passageway up forward. We can work on adjusting one of the carts in order to fly you straight into the tower so you can face Joker directly. Let's get a move on. With that, is there anything that you'll want to do right now before you move on? I'll let you all do one action in this current scene before we move on. Then we're not coming back.
Bandage for Gwen.
Go ahead and roll. 7. Okay. Desmond, you're able to find a bunch of stale pretzels. They don't seem the tastiest. In fact, if you don't eat them carefully,
Better
you
than
could probably hurt yourself trying. However, if consumed, they have a chance at healing you. But if someone doesn't have strong teeth, you're probably going to break them trying and damage yourself instead. Does someone want to try to eat them?
I am a pretzel eating champ.
Desmond, you motion over to Silver. You go ahead and eat the pretzel. Roll higher than a 10 and you are good. I said higher than a 10. Silver, you bite down way too excitedly, crunching down, and your teeth, boom, shatter.
The gods punish me for my hubris. This is a tragedy greater than the Orestia.
That's a heart of damage lost. God, that was painful.
Can I find stuff for the hole?
What do you mean? Like the hole in the ground? I mean, you can move past it.
The hole made by the spear.
Gwen, you start looking around these shops for anything that could probably patch you up. Boom. 19. Pretty good. You go over to this stall and you seem to see that this stall seems to be selling what its competitor was not. This stall is selling spear patch-up kits to save people from the spearing. Almost like they were selling the problem in this gift store and then selling the solution in this one. But you do find exactly what you're looking for. Use it and patch yourself right up.
Let's go deal with my ex-boyfriend, the Jonkler.
Yep. And with that, all of you can go ahead and get a move on. You'll make your way closer to the castle. You can see that a massive trek seems to spiral towards the castle, wrapping around it. It seems like the only way that you're going to be able to easily get into the castle is by riding this trek. However, before you're able to do so, the Ticketmaster motions you all to come with him. Like, come here. I have something I need to show you all. Before we continue, I can get the track running so that you can all continue on.
And it's incredible that you were able to tame a violent cart such as this one. It might be useful in your adventure going forward.
The Ticketmaster motions you over to 3 different attractions.
I have, an ability. I can get you all some confiscated goods that you could use in order to continue your journey. I can't give you these powerful items easily. However, if you're able to beat these carnival challenges, I could unlock them for you. The first challenge, this weird little acrobatic challenge thing where you have to climb to the other end in order to win. The second challenge would be the milk bottle toss. If you're able to properly throw a ball and hit down all the jugs, you can claim the prize. Or the final challenge, the bar. If you can hold yourself up for long enough, you can win. You can all try one of these things once if you want, and if you succeed, a prize will be yours. You all seem pretty damaged up, by the way, so we have a few prizes to choose from. You can choose one of the more offensive options that might be able to give you a pep in your step in combat, or you could probably get some carnival food, I guess, that could heal you up good. Now go ahead, choose what you want to do.
Oh, I blessed Desmond's gloves to give him better aim.
Does Desmond have gloves? I mean, I guess. He has hand wraps, not gloves. Sure, that works. When you go ahead and bless Desmond's hand wraps then, enhancing them with the ability to throw things at a higher velocity. Desmond, your gloves have been empowered.
I use chaos to conjure a ball that looks identical to the normal balls, but heavier.
Oh, that's big. Okay, Desmond, you kind of like turn around, conjuring up like a magical thing. Like some lights can be seen behind you as you hide what you're doing from the Ticketmaster. Conjuring up a ball. It looks exactly the same as you hold it up in your hands. That coupled with Gwen's enhancement on your hand wraps makes this a deadly combination. Oh, okay, Desmond, are you ready to go ahead and try the milk toss?
I inspire to increase dexterity.
Who do you want to point that toward?
Carterax.
After I inspire the coach, I ask to try the ladder, but tell him that my legs are currently damaged. So can I use this wheelchair?
What?
Oh, I think you need to understand that I'm kind of a gigantic cart. I don't think this inflatable contraption is gonna be able to hold me.
The carny is like,
I don't know. I guess you can give it a shot. I'm not going to discriminate here.
making your way up. The cart is massive, but it is inspired.
Is it a button to win?
Yup, you just gotta go ahead and click the button, I guess, right here. I
can
suppose
do it,
it's somewhere up there.
Carterax.
The cart is huge. It climbs onto the ladder. His wheels kind of spin on top.
Oh, geez, I don't really know how this is gonna work, if at all, but suppose we can give it a shot.
Now, to be fair, this would normally never work. This cart is massive. Coupled with you riding it and this thing being inflatable, this is a recipe for disaster. However, you did inspire the cart, so maybe, just maybe, if the cart positions its wheels perfectly onto the ropes, it could hold up. 9. Okay. So the cart begins to rev up as it slowly makes its way up. One of its wheels clips through the ladder though and topples, falling straight into the inflatable and popping it immediately. It kind of fizzles.
Well, I kind of saw that one coming. I don't really know why we did that. Guess we'll try again later.
The carny seems a bit upset, like,
Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming too, but at least I won't get cutsled anymore. What about the other two? What are you doing?
Desmond, you seem pretty ready to do the milk toss. Are you?
Inspire is a critical.
Oh, wait. The cart realizes.
Wait a second. Technically speaking, the only goal was to touch the end, right? And I still haven't technically fallen off of the rope because I'm still on it. So that means...
And the cart just finishes stomping over the entire ride, even when it's deflated, and he touches the end.
Technically, that is correct. Congratulations. Anyway, for you, Desmond.
And Desmond, you take a pitch and you throw. Roll the dice. 7. But you do have advantage. The ball is the correct weight, and Gwen buffed up your throwing bandages. 17! It goes flying, careening into the bottles, expertly striking. Not only did you need to have the power behind your throw, but you needed accuracy too, and you nailed it. So Desmond, you toss it, the little ball flies out. Woo woo! You give it a little curve spin, and it strikes the bottles, knocking them all down. Whoa! That was incredible!
Ask to keep a bottle as a souvenir, not as a prize.
Okay, you also get this little bottle for some reason. Gwen!
After Desmond throws the ball, I bless myself to be stronger and do the hold.
You need to bless an item, and you need to give me a word that you want to bless it with.
My breastplate to make me strong.
Gwen, you go ahead and bless your breastplate. The thing is, the breastplate itself isn't connected to you in any way. It's its own item. You bless the breastplate, so you can only make the breastplate strong, like increase its armor or whatever.
Or bless the bar with glue.
Oh, okay. That could be cool. And Gwen, you go ahead and you bless the bar with being sticky. Your bar is ready. You're a little bit worried that once you grab onto this sticky bar, it's not gonna matter that you're holding yourself up with your muscles, but rather that you are literally being hung by your arms. So that's a little bit worrying, but one thing's for sure, you will not let go. Your arms might dislocate, but you will still hold on. So with that in mind, do you want to grab on and start the challenge?
Yes, my arms are little Price.
Okay, Gwen, you hold on. As Gwen, you hold on and your hands grip onto the glue. You're not really even that strong to begin with, so you can only hold on for a few seconds. You have to hold on for a minute. First of all, let's see if you can even do this naturally, okay? Oh, God, that's terrible. Gwen, in the first few seconds, holding on. Your arms already give out. You are not built for this. As you begin to, like, try and touch the floor, but it's not working because your hands are glued to the top of the tall pole. And the Carney's like, wow, you look like you're in incredible pain and agony, but you're still holding on. Good one on you. Gwen, this is pain and suffering. You can feel your arms dislocating from your body as you get stretched out. Desmond and Silver, you see that Gwen is in immeasurable pain. She might get through this, but at what cost?
Soap? Anyone have soap?
I grab a barrel and prepare to put it under Gwen as soon as the minute is over.
As soon as the minute is over? You're gonna make her hang here for a minute straight? God, you're a terrible person. Silver, you can go ahead and start looking for soap. You realize that the milk bottle boxes were actually soap boxes. But let's see if you can find any soap quickly enough. 14, you find some. Do you want to use it?
I use the soap.
As Silver, you motion over with your cart and begin to scrub the soap onto the glue, trying to remove the glue. And with that, you remove the glue. And Gwen falls, taking 1 heart of damage and falling prematurely before finishing the challenge. Gwen, you're now like permanently taller, I guess, from all that stretching. But the Carney's like, that's a shame. Sorry to say, you didn't survive the challenge. But Desmond, congratulations, you did do the milk bottles. The Carney goes ahead and goes out back to collect some items, and he comes back. Okay, Desmond, I have 2 different items for you. Do you want me to go ahead and get you some freshly made carnival food, which will definitely give you a pep in your step? Or do you want one of my prized possessions? It's the bear. Don't worry about what's strapped to it. That's just, that's for a fun little, special effect.
How much health would the food regenerate?
The food would regenerate 2 hearts of health. Although I guess if you want to share it, 2 of you can munch it and regain 1.
I'll take the food.
Sounds good to me. Although you won't get this incredibly explosive bear.
I look in the bottle.
Popping it open, seeing what's inside. Let's go ahead and roll a d20 to see what occurs. Natural 20? What do you want to be in the bottle? Describe what's inside of it for me.
I see something eldritch, something that looks like it wants to be friends because it was trapped in the bottle for so long.
There's an eldritch horror inside of the bottle? Okay, oh wait, hold up. First of all, let's get Desmond's food. Nice, all right, Desmond, you got yourself a bowl of delectable food. And a tentacle monster seems to be crawling out of the bottle. It's kind of tiny, but it quickly begins to expand as it escapes its little vessel.
Can I bless a food to make it double healing, then split it?
Give me a word to bless the food with, and we'll bless it that way.
Restorative.
You make your way over to the food and bless it with restorative magic. It glows a bright blue, and it seems like the nachos have an extra powerful crunch to them. It's been blessed. Who wants to eat it? It's still only 2 servings, so you have to choose 2 different people to enjoy it.
Silver.
Both of you enjoy a delicious feast. Desmond eats a little bit more than you, due to this being his item, getting the blessing that Gwen provided. Silver, you regain a heart, and Desmond regains 2. Although, Gwen, you are still terribly injured, and this is not looking good for you. The Carney's like, okay, now that you all have your stuff, it's time for you to get a move on. Let's go ahead and get you all to the big tower. Only one person knows how to operate the carnival attractions, and that person is me. I used to do that. It'll be right this way.
Hey, Stephen, beyond guard. You never know when something bad might happen.
Okay, so you're calling him Steven. Cool. Steven, the weird Eldritch hand thing. He's like, yup, I'll do exactly what you say. Yeah, I'm looking around as you all move along. The ticket master helps you get onto the ride, and it begins. He switches it on. I wish you luck, adventurers. May you be successful in defeating Joker at the top of Disneyland Tower. He flicks it on, and Carsonax's wheels begin to spin. Oh boy, I haven't been on tracks in a while now. It's been kind of annoying riding on the ground like normal people. This feels good again. The track goes down underground. You find yourself in an interesting area. The cart slows down. Lights glow from the ceiling. Disneyland's iconic mascot can be seen in different poses all around this area. It's quiet. The music inside of this area seems to be busted, but for the most part, you're all keeping your eyes peeled. You see something. A group of incredible animatronics here to greet you as they all dance and move. They all seem to be vibing, enjoying their own grooving time.
I bless my glasses with improved perception.
Gwen, you use your incredibly long arm to tap your glasses, enhancing them with improved perception. Go ahead and roll a perception roll. 18. Okay. Gwen, with an 18 in perception, you peer a little closer at the animatronics. You notice that the purple animatronic here, the instrument that it seems to use, it has a sharpened end to it. This one, its hook, it's terrifying. You have no idea why this animatronic would have a hook. Don't metagame. This character definitely never had a hook before. This one, it has a bib that says, let's eat. Let's eat what? It might want to eat you. Who knows why a mascot would be wearing that? And this one seems to have a microphone, as if it's going to say something that might hurt your spirit. This is terrifying. You realize this isn't normal for animatronics, and you prepare yourselves. And just like that,
Get ready!
they attack as they go on a full-on assault, chat. It's so obvious what happened now. You can see it in their eyes. Bloodlust, anger, vitriol. They're ready to kill. Joker's magic has infested even the tunnels of every single coaster ride. Gwen, what do you want to do?
I summon a Carterax minion.
Okay. Gwen, you hold up your hands and a spirit flies out from it, summoning a spectral spirit of Carterax.
Carterax 2, the Electric Boogaloo.
Carterax 2 appears as it flies over, ready to defend you all against the monsters. Don't worry, guys. I'll protect you. Silver.
Can I ask Steven to get this car moving?
Steven's like, oh, sure. But I'm not the one driving it. Cart, can you get moving? And Carterax is like, what? Oh, sure thing. Let's get going. And as he tries to move forward, he realizes just driving a little bit ahead, there is something in his way. Guys, I don't know how to put this, but there's another cart that's blocking the way. It's just stopped. I can't move forward. As he tries to push. It seems this was the perfect lineup for an ambush. Silver, you still have your action. You were just talking. Is there anything else that you wanted to do?
I flirt with the fox.
Okay, what do you want to say?
Your hook looks amazing. How do you keep it so clean?
9. The fox animatronic kind of looks at you, squints like, what are you talking about? Why are you flirting in a time like this? This hook is meant to be sharp so that it can kill you. It doesn't seem to have understood the flirting intentions, but it was a good try. Desmond, what were you up to? You wanted to push the carts into the animatronics? Are you using Eldritch Push to do that?
Yes.
All right, conjuring up an Eldritch explosion as you throw it, lobbing the magic towards the carts, attempting to push it forwards down the track. The cart's kind of hefty. It's tough to get it moving without the rail helping it move along. Normally it would have the momentum of moving down the path, but you have to use your own magic to do it. This is going to be a DC 12. God, Desmond, throwing your magic. It only pushes the cart a little bit forward. It wasn't enough to do like anything useful. Maybe it gets you a little bit further away from the blue animatronic, but barely. Like, this isn't doing much. The animatronics begin to motion over. And they get closer, moving towards the edge of the water, where they take their tools and they prepare to attack. Only 2 of them are going to be striking out this time. The blue animatronic takes its axe weapon, holds it up into the sky, and slices down straight towards the person nearest to it, which would be Gwen. I'm sorry, Gwen. You might only have 1 HP right now, but I don't show mercy.
Your Carterax is blocking their ways.
That's true, actually. The spirit's going to rush in to try and block it. I'll protect you. And the animatronic instead slices into the Carterax spirit.
12. That is a hit as the spirit flies into the way to block the blow, getting sliced straight into. Boom!
Oh, I'm sorry.
And the spirit explodes! Boom! No one's damaged, but the cart fizzles away. These two stand back. They're cocky that they can take you all out relatively easily. They're just laughing. Ha, 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 ha. They will never get past us. Bear animatronic, rabbit, do your things. The bear animatronic moves forward. He holds up his microphone and he yells at it, doing a blast of vocal energy at all of you. It's not too strong, but the fact that it can hit all of you at once is kind of powerful.
Please don't just end my life.
All of you individually have to roll higher than an 8, okay? Starting with Silver. Silver, it hurts your ears. Normally, you're the one yelling and mocking people with your own voice. This is not normal. You weren't ready. As you take 1 damage, Desmond, you try to hold your ears to avoid the screech. 18, you're a success. You got to it quickly. Clever. Gwen. 13, you're also fine. It hurts, but you've heard worse.
I clamber to the carts and bless the carts with light.
That's big. Solid idea, Gwen. That's a good idea. You scamper on over, pushing through everyone else, making your way to the edge. You are kind of long now, so you're able to just barely touch the cart. Pop! It's incredibly light now, as it kind of hovers. Ooh, whoa, whoa. It's as light as a feather. Good work, Gwen.
I'm gonna throw the ball at Freddy.
Okay, Silver, you line up a pitch. This ball's heavier than normal, so it's kind of strong. You pick it up, and you toss it. 8 or higher, and it's a success. 17. You throw the ball. Whoosh! And it hits Freddy straight in the head, clunking him out unconscious. Ooh, and Freddy falls, collapsing to the ground. Boom.
I'm gonna Eldritch push those carts right into the legally distinct blue rabbit.
Wait, so you're gonna be pushing these carts towards the rabbit. I can see the vision. This is only gonna be an 8 on the difficulty because of that. Failure! Desmond, you whip the carts, pulling them towards you in the hopes of launching them over you. You fling the carts, it's flying backwards, and it strikes into all of you instead. Silver and Gwen are able to duck, but since you're the tallest one at the moment, all the way in the back, Desmond, you're the one who gets hit. We'll roll you a dexterity save.
Ours, you said light as a feather.
It is light as a feather, which is why it's so easy for you to avoid it. You kind of use your hands, like as it flies around you, to like grab it very carefully and continue to throw it behind you. It doesn't hit the legally distinct blue rabbit at all, but you were able to avoid it, and it does careen and land straight into the water.
Road's clear. Carter-X, let's go.
Oh, yup. It's all clear. Let's just hope that nothing bad happens with all these monsters around.
As Carter-X jinxes the entire situation, it seems like the other animatronics are getting ready to intervene. Beep boop, we cannot let you escape. The fox-like looking animatronic with the sharp hook grabs on to the back of your cart.
I block it with my arm. I will take the damage so we get away.
You want to take damage? Okay. The hook is flying towards you. It's looking like it's trying to grip the back of the cart, but you can try and stop it. Let's go ahead and make an attack against you then. 18, as the hook violently lashes at you, Desmond, instead, hooking straight into your body. It's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage. It's just a hook. However, Desmond, it's hooked into your body. You're currently like grappled by this animatronic. You are fine, but if Carter-X starts moving now, probably won't be for very long. Meanwhile, legally distinct yellow bird, this animatronic will go ahead and launch the cupcake in its hand straight towards you, Silver. Let's see what happens. 7. Silver, you're able to just barely dodge it. Both you and what was his name, Henry or whatever, evade it as the cupcake flies over and lands into the water. We're not done yet though, because legally distinct blue rabbit is still around. It jumps and attempts to slice with its massive cleaving weapon straight towards Desmond. 17 is a hit. It cleaves into you, Desmond, chopping off a heart of health from him. Gwen.
I bless Steven's bottle with the power of flight so he can fly around. Yes, Steven controls it.
You said you wanted to bless Steven's bottle with the power of flight. Okay then.
Sounds like a good idea. The bottle begins to fly, sprouting a beautiful set of wings. Everyone, I can fly. This is the best day of my life. Silver, what do you want to do?
Can I kick the fox on the knee?
Silver, you climb up on top of the cart and kick down against the fox, trying to push it away. Let's go ahead and roll that. 6. You try your best. The fox is not budging though. Beep boop. Stop resisting. You need to stay here forever. Join us as animatronics. Desmond, you can go ahead and try and teleport.
Teleport it is.
You will need to roll in order for this to succeed. It's going to be 7 or higher and you succeed. There's only a chance to fail because the fox is trying to stop you from using your magic correctly. Desmond, you try and use your magic, but you need your other hand in order to conjure up enough energy to teleport. The fox stops you. If Carterax begins to move now, you won't be going along. The chicken is going to attempt to swipe at Steven. Attempting to claw Steven out of the air. 8. It's gonna fail. With only one arm, for some reason, chicken is unable to get a good grip. With that, the fox is gonna go ahead and use its other arm to attempt to like punch at Desmond. Still gripping. This is gonna have a 8 or higher to succeed due to Desmond being like right next to the fox. That's a hit, and the fox is going to punch you, Desmond, straight into the face. Bam! 1 damage. The final blue rabbit jumping into the air again and taking a swipe at Desmond. Shring! This only needs 10 or higher to hit.
Boo! You stink!
Terrible, terrible. The weapon cleaves, but the force of the strike just weighs down, causing the rabbit to trip and fall into the water. Being an electrical creature, it falls, short circuits, and dies.
Yes.
It's the adventurer's turn, so what do you want to do?
I cast Bless on the hook with disconnected, as in from the fox.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Gwen, you go ahead and motion back over, casting disconnect. This is going to be directly affecting a hostile enemy, though, so I'm going to have to make you roll for it. 10 or higher, and it succeeds. Boom. Okay. You tap the hook. It attempts to like jostle out of the way, but the fox quickly like grabs it and like tries to connect it better. What are you trying to do? Get away from my hook. Wasn't effective. Silver.
I used mockery to the fox and say you were just a knockoff Chuck E. Cheese, and Chuck E. Cheese haven't been cool since the 90s.
Oh God. Silver's like, Fox, you suck. Chuck E. Cheese mascots are outdated and terrible. Have you seen the new Chuck E. Cheese mascot? He's small in comparison. They ruined him. Mascots are old fashioned. Let's see if you roll it. 3. The fox like, beep boop, I don't care. I'm old fashioned. You think that would be an insult? Old school is a compliment. It wasn't effective, Silver. Desmond, you're up. This is kind of a delicate situation. You're all at 1 health. If you let them get any more chances to strike you all down, one of your characters could be down soon.
I asked Steven to break the fox's arm, and after they get in the car so we can get moving.
Steven flies. He spins the heavy weight of his bottle. I got this! Woo, 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 and strikes down against the fox's arm. Huh. Steven tries his hardest, but he misses, and the fox grabs hold of Steven as well with his other arm. Ha ha ha. I have your friend now as well. You're never escaping. Terrible situation.
No.
Not only that, but the fox is going to take its turn now. The fox is busy holding on to Desmond, and now that he has this flying Steven in his hand, he's going to take the bottle, raise it up in the air, and smack it onto the ground to like attack Steven by like splatting him onto the floor. Take this.
No, my milk buddy.
Ha! 17, as Steven is struck against the ground. Ow! That hurt. One more hit like that and I think I'm gonna be out cold. The chicken jumps, baka, and jumps onto the top of Carterax, attempting to open up its wide maw and bite towards Silver. That one will get you that. Oh, okay. As the chicken jumps into the air, Silver, you swat it away. Carterax also like shoots a giant gust of air from his mouth, and the chicken gets blasted back, losing its grip and falling into the water as well. Being destroyed. Gwen, what would you like to do?
Steven's bottle with being slippery to free it. I used Bless asterisk.
Fox is holding on to it, so this is an item belonging to the fox right now. So you will have to roll a contested roll. You go and touch the bottle, and it begins to radiate a magical energy.
3. Okay, that's not working either. You try to touch it, the fox is not letting you have it. Like, oh, get away. This is my bottle. You can't have it. Gwen, you're not even able to touch the bottle. Silver, what's up?
I use Inspirer on Desmond.
Okay, Silver, what are you saying to Desmond to inspire him in this terrible situation?
You got this, and then I move to the other seat.
Okay, just you got this, Desmond. And then you scooch over. Oh, Desmond, you feel inspired. Your friend has total and complete confidence in you. Gives you a pat on the shoulder and scooches over. Desmond, you're up. You have your character abilities now. What do you want to do?
He was chaos in between the neck and arm of the fox, creating a massive tear in between the two, severing both if possible.
Are you creating a tear? I guess you're creating a tear.
Yeah, I'm creating a blade severing the two.
You go ahead and roll.
To make a new space.
Natural 20! It flies in, and you create the blade that's already like propelled to slice through. Shring! And it cuts through, slicing him straight in two. I don't feel so good. And the fox dies, allowing your companion to be free.
Guys, I'm free. Let's get out of here.
We get the bottle and the hook.
And Desmond has a hook as the cart begins to move.
All right, everyone, buckle up. We gotta get a really quick momentum going if we're going to launch off of this and strike straight through.
And the cart zooms. Eventually, the cart launches off into the sky, propelled through the air. You need it to fly off the cart in order to burst off the tracks and fly over the flames guarding the castle to break into the tallest tower. As you fly, though, a bit of a problem.
I bless with speed.
Oh, okay. That makes it even better. You're blasting even faster. You're already gonna make it. You've done a really good job at keeping the cart going right now. Zooming, zooming, zooming. Fly off. And as you do, boom! A group of geese get in the way of your cart as it flies, hurling through the air. The geese are like, quack, quack, get out of the way, quack. This is terrible, chat. You're about to smash into them.
Hey, Steven, can you get us a bird?
Steven's like, okay, right on it. And the hand tries to grab, attempting to grab one of the geese. It succeeds. It grabs one, but there's still a bunch of others, and they're kind of in the way. If you get struck, it might be fatal.
I used ward and said toy duck it.
Who are you using ward on, Gwen?
On Carterax and yell to duck.
You are warding Carterax with it. He's blessed to not be affected at all by these geese. Some of them just strike into him. They careen right off of him. However, not all of you are safe because half of your bodies are sticking out of this cart.
Let me summon a demon bird.
Desmond, you're summoning a giant demon bird? Okay, wait, hold up. Before you get struck by the goose, Desmond might have you covered as he summons a bird of his own. The giant evil goose appears with a purple glow because he's evil. It knows its purpose. Quack! Geese must be destroyed! And the goose attacks, violently tearing up the other geese, causing them to spread out and disperse. There's only a few more that are directly motioning towards your cart. All of you have advantage on your rolls to avoid getting hit by these geese now that you've scattered up a good majority of them. Starting with Gwen. 16. Advantage on that, though, would be... Okay, 6. 16 is good, though. You're able to duck down. The rest of the geese aren't even a threat to you. Silver, first roll's a 13. Your second one's gonna be 12. Okay, that's more than fine. Silver, you're also able to duck and avoid the rest of the geese. Desmond. Okay, you have advantage, though. 4. Terrible, terrible rolls, Desmond. Despite everything that you've done, a random small goose still careens straight into you, striking you, causing you to drop your precious hook as it falls down into the sky. The cart continues to fly and careen off into the tower. Bam! As you'll careen in straight through the glass of the tallest tower and straight into Joker's room.
Oh, that was a bumpy ride, but it seems we finally made it.
As Joker just stands here, completely dumbfounded as to how any of you managed to get up here. How did you all make it through? There was a firewall and everything. No matter. I don't know how you got through here or what you plan to do now that you're here, but you will not win. For you see, and he holds up his hand and he reveals a ring around it. I have the wing of wishes. Yes, the wing of wishes. God, awful naming scheme. But
With this ring, I could cast 3 wishes. I've already cast 1 to take control of this carnival. My second one was to gain the power to fly and enter to defend this tower. But my third, I haven't used it yet. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's see what you've got. And Joker like picks up like a piece of wood off the floor and readies himself. Starting with Gwen.
I summon a troll with my Conjure Monsters ability.
Okay, actually, let's start with Desmond just because he said something sooner. You summon a troll, Desmond! And what a troll it is. I'm not too sure that's the greatest idea. This monster can get kind of violent, Desmond. Do you want it right next to you? It doesn't obey your actions. It kind of just does whatever it wants. And it looks like it's ready to cause some mischief. Let me see how far you can actually throw it. 3 squares away. As Desmond summons the troll face right next to Joker, conjuring it up with electric energy. It's spawns. Gwen.
I summon a spirit resembling the Ticket Man trying to distract Joker.
You want the Ticket Man to show up? Gwen, you summon the spirit of the Ticket Master. Oh, I'm back. Thank you. I'm here to help. It's just getting used to its surroundings, and you just finished casting it, Gwen, so that'll be the end of your turn. Silver, you're up.
Silver commands Steven to throw the bird into Joker's eyes.
Steven's like, okay, here we go. And he spins, woo, 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 and throws the bird, getting it some momentum. A beautiful toss. It soars graciously through the air. Let's roll for it. 11. That's gonna hit as it strikes Joker straight in the face. Where did you get this darn bird from? Curse you! It seemed to have been a pretty effective blow. He might be weak to birds. The troll face begins to, apparently, it knows vicious mockery for some reason. And it just yells out, did your mom pick out that dress? Let's see if it succeeds. 5. That's a fail. Joker loves this dress. And yes, my mom did pick it out. Thank you very much. You must have a keen eye for noticing. The troll face is actually kind of disappointed that didn't work. Joker has a chance to do something this round. He takes his little wooden stick and he very weakly strikes the troll face with it. He fails miserably as he misses and he trips and he falls. They're all being bullies to me. You're all up again. Let's start with Gwen to keep things normal.
I bless the bunny chair with paint and throw it at Joker.
With the pain. Gwen, you run over to the little chair and you bless it, Gwen, with pain as a bunch of spikes begin to jut out of the chair. Red spikes. And you take it, Gwen, and you throw the spiked chair at Joker. Huh. He has to dodge it. He fails miserably as you strike him with the chair. It breaks against his face. Ow! Where did you get a spiked chair from? Caltrops spread everywhere. Spiked caltrops. Beautiful. Silver.
I pick something that resembles a bear and ask Carterax to run him over and push him out the castle and break the wall as I inspire Carterax for guaranteed nat 20.
I don't know what the bear thing has to do with anything, but you can encourage Carterax to begin revving up his cartwheels and drive straight towards Joker. I got this. I don't know if I can break through stone, but we'll try. Silver, are you staying within the cart before Carterax begins to drive off?
No, we die together as I pull the lap bar down.
Oh god. Okay, you're buckling up and the car gets ready to charge. Desmond.
I make an amulet that lets me summon 5 bullets with my chaos ability. Then I summon 5 bullets and have them attack Joker.
Why 5 specifically? That is so many bullets. I'm pretty sure you're talking about the monster, right? The D&D monster bullet? Because 5 is a crazy amount. Are you sure you want to go through with that? I'll say that's a very risky thing to summon. Maybe lower the amount of bullets it can spawn.
3.
DC 16 or higher. Oh, okay. You get an amulet that allows you to summon these creatures.
Mole army.
You got your creatures. They have 1 HP each, but their armor is kind of high. The troll face continues to viciously mock Joker. Haha, you fell flat on your feet. Do you even lift, bro? 14. That hurt Joker's feelings. It's true. I don't lift. He takes another hit of damage. Joker's looking weak. Little monsters run around him. They all have to step on the spikes to make their way forward. Let me see if they all succeed. 11, that's fine. 17, this one's fine. And 9 is also fine. Their armor's pretty high. They have massive, like, armored arms and legs. But they're fine, and they all attack Joker. 12. One of them bites. Jump! And it bites into Joker, doing more damage. This one also bites. Natural 20! It bites, tearing through Joker's beautiful, pretty princess dress. No, not my dress! This one strikes 12. They are all hits, but the one that destroyed the dress really is getting on Joker's nerves. But he's also, like, being mauled to death. So maybe that's more important or something. I don't know. Joker is being annihilated. He looks at himself, covered in green Joker blood, and looking at his dress, destroyed. No. It can't end like this. You all barged into my home when I got it with all of my wishes. This is all I ever wanted, and you all ruined it. But thankfully, I have one more wish. And he holds up his ring of wishes. And I will have what I came here to get. This castle's mine. You won't take it.
Just stop him.
He clenches his fist down before the bullets can finish him off. It glows, and he disappears. Suddenly, a rumbling can be felt. Rumble, 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 rumble. And out of the wall, boom! Joker, grown as a massive behemoth. His claws, gigantic wolven arms. His face, that of a wolf as well. The Sigma wolf within him, taken over, released into its final form. Ha! 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 Fools! You think you can stop me? I'll make quick work of you. And Joker holds his arms, both sweeping to claw at the bullets, cleaving them out of the way. Let's see what he rolls. 8. He's not able to take out one of them, but his other claw tries to grab the other. Fail. For some reason, he's terrible. However, his mouth opens wide as he tries to bite all 3 of them. It's wide enough to eat all 3 if this hits. Natural 20! Joker chomps down and consumes the bullets,
Rigged.
munching them in his sharpened diamond teeth and spitting them out the way that you all came.
No, not the bullets.
Now we fight.
Bless the Carternacks.
All right, what would you like to bless the cart with?
Speed.
As you rev it up even more, the back of its wheels gain little wings as it gains additional speed. Silver, on your turn, Cartanax will launch forward as you hold on for dear life. Boom! Natural 20. You completely disrupt his chin, bending his jaw out of shape. Joker can't even use his face anymore. No! My whole chin! It's ruined. He can't bite anymore. You've screwed with him. Desmond, what would you like to do?
What's going on with the troll blade?
Oh, he kind of got covered. The troll crawls out from underneath Joker's massive Sigma body, and he's like, stand to lose a little bit of weight there, buddy. And the troll rolls 4. 7, that wasn't enough. Joker's like, bro, that was the whole point of this. What do you want about it? The troll seems a little bit defeated. Thank you for reminding me, Desmond. What else do you want to do?
Then I'm gonna Eldritch put Carter for another hit.
You use your magic to grab a hold of the cart and push him even deeper into Joker, ricocheting him forward and back. Bam! 15. That's a solid hit as you push even further, hitting into Joker's neck and like knocking his head in a really awkward direction. Ow, 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 stop, I hurt. Joker can barely even talk and you're all just bashing this man's face in. He takes more damage. He's looking pretty hurt right now, but it seems like he could still dish out a little bit of damage that might turn the tide of things if you're not careful. Speaking of, he attempts to swat at you, Desmond, as his claw comes full force to try and swipe you away. He can't really see very easily because his entire head is being pushed upwards, but he goes more for a slap than using his claws for anything more powerful. 17. Desmond, you're struck and you go flying, hitting the side of the wall here and falling. That was your last heart.
Remember me.
You're unconscious right now, Desmond. Let's do Trollface real quick. Trollface literally just says, "Well, those are some hairy arms you have." Didn't affect him. Joker could care less. Gwen, you're up.
Oh, holy good revive my friend prayer.
This is a pretty peaceful prayer. This might work out in your favor. Let's go ahead and see the roll. 19. Success. Gwen, you cast your healing magic onto Desmond, healing him with just 1 health, getting him back in the fight for another turn. Silver, you can prepare your turn. What do you want to do?
Joker,
What?
Since I first saw you,
I was thinking one thing.
cast mockery. You look bad in pink.
16. That's a hit. Joker hates this. Bro, I look incredible in pink.
Ooh, boy.
You're just jealous. He might be putting on a strong face, but that was painful. His arms are starting to shake. You got him on the ropes now, everyone. Desmond, you're back up with 1 HP. What would you like to do?
I summon a second Joker.
What, the same size as him right now? Okay. Considering you're making it exactly like him, so kind of beaten up and bruised, but also kind of powerful. This is gonna be a DC 14. Bro. Okay,
Joker 2.
another Joker appears! This time fighting for the side of good. It will require your action to command, though. Joker, the big enemy one isn't gonna care, though. And he's going to swipe at Silver. Shring! Rolling. That's a miss. But then he'll use his other hand and attempt to also attack Silver. His second attack hitting for nothing. Miss. Why can't you all just stay still? As both of his claws try and like attack and swipe near his front. But Silver, you're doing like barrel flips, jumping, diving. The troll face is going to attack Silver this time. Golly gee, can you do anything impressive? It's attacking Silver for 13. That kind of hurts your feelings. You lost the ability to go on and you fall.
No. Cough. Easy Ben. Cough, cough. Troll.
Let's start with Gwen. Do
I want to use Spirit Minion to attack Joker.
you want the Ticketmaster to attack in any specific way?
To smash his cane into Joker's head.
He gives a good spin, and he bops Joker on the head. 4. 16 is a hit. Bam! Joker holds one of his hands and reaches it to his head. Ow! How could you do that? That hurt. Joker seems incredibly dizzy. He's barely even aware of what's going on.
Steven, smash his eardrum.
Steven flies. You got it. And he tries to flick his bottle tail. Woo, 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 to hit Joker's ear. 4. 19. Hit. Bam! Joker begins to recoil from the hit, crawling back through the opening, trying to escape. And as he does so, he breaks through the stone even more and falls out of the stone of the castle. No! From the peak of the tower, he falls. And is engulfed by the flames. And with that, chat, the minions disappear. Joker's been defeated. The rain begins to dissipate. Whoosh. The flames disappear from the castle.
We did it. We saved the city.
Good ending!
I whip out a kazoo and play a very bad solo to celebrate victory.
All right, Silver has a kazoo. As you play your kazoo, Silver, everyone reappears. They definitely don't all look like the Ticketmaster or anything. They all begin to dance, except that one for some reason. Yippee! Thank you for saving the carnival, everyone. We can finally go back to having fun in Mickey Mouse Land with exorbitant prices and incredible themed attractions. With that, the real Ticketmaster comes up to all of you, thanks you all for your help, offers you a lifetime passes to Disneyland and all of its respective attractions.
I pet my Bulette and I start breaking down in tears while hugging it.
Desmond's best friend Bulette, match made in heaven, as the two ride off together into the sunset. Thank you all for helping us. And they fly off into the sunset as well. Congratulations, everyone. You beat the one shot. We're going to be trying to do this once a week. We'll be playing on Sunday, okay? 4 p.m. ESTs moving forward. If all of you are forever DMs, or maybe you don't even get to play Dungeons & Dragons anymore, and you vibed with the simplistic nature of this game, hopefully this is a good replacement for a weekly session. But it was a lot of fun. Thank you all for hanging out. Take care, everyone.